Hey guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes Weekly.
Oh, I've got the wrong side of the camera.
You're a fucking dick.
The camera, double tap the camera. I was supposed to record and I've recorded myself.
You're a fucking idiot. All right.
Oh, what an epic, but that's 2 weekly word intro fails in a row. Last week, the American Energy with the fucking, I still don't know how to, that can is still sitting in the fridge here at MJHQ. No one knows how to fucking open it. I think we just gotta get like a screwdriver or something.
I tried to do that last week and you told me not to.
No, well, because I didn't want you to get it all over the electronics and shit, mate. But, you know. Another less than delicious intro to MassiveJoes Weekly Word, episode 146, Big Neve.
How'd you know? Oh yeah, it's written at the top.
Yeah, it's written at the top there. Yeah. Topics of discussion, Neve.
All right, so back in stock, new products coming soon. WhatSupp? Fucking shit name.
New segment, WhatSupp?
Named by Joe.
Yeah, it was fucking great. We'll tell you guys about that when we get to it.
IFBB Pro League Posing Workshop and Ask Neve.
All right, man, let's go. Jam-packed episode of MassiveJoes Weekly Word, and we've got a lot of Ask Neve actually. I was just going through them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, and 19 fucking questions asked. We're going to have to rapid fire through those. Yep. First topic of discussion.
Back in stock. All HP Science everything.
I don't even think it's worth it this week. It's too long in between visits. You know, for Rob, he's got this new fucking booking app now. Booksy.
You know the problem.
Fucking
you know
bullshit.
the problem is
What?
You think you're above booking.
No, I don't
You do.
at all.
You do.
I don't.
I know.
But I like
Rob
the
will just walk in and I can just go in there and I'll just see Rob whenever.
Yeah.
And it's not like that anymore, mate.
But
He's got a booking system. He's a professional businessman.
I understand that, and I'm a professional businessman as well.
So
but if someone wants to hit me up and say, good friend of mine, can I come and have a chat about SUPs? No problem.
Oh, you don't generally say you're busy.
Rob's like, go book into my booking system. I love you, Rob. It's all good. No, I do need to actually make a booking. What's it called again?
Booksy.
Booksy? Can you tell the viewers? Give
Go
them
to
a bit of a
Booksy.
plug. I feel bad now. I feel like a prick.
Go to Book.
What do
So
they
you
do?
go to
What do
Booksy.
Yeah.
You select.
How do you spell it?
BOOKSY.
Yeah.
Booksy.
Book.
SY.
Yeah.
And then you go, and then you search men's, and then you can search for Robbie's Chop Shop.
Yeah.
And you go in there, and then you pick what you want, and book your time you want to go in there.
So
and then
quick question, real quick. I don't want this to turn into MassiveJoes Weekly plug for Robbie's Chop Shop,
Yeah.
but I am actually interested to know because you say I'm above, but I've never done the booking thing before. Does he not have the pull the number thing anymore in the Chop Shop?
he does, but that's for everyone else. That's for the other 5 or 6 barbers.
Okay, but Rob specifically,
Rob
you
specifically,
got to book to see. So if you didn't book to see Rob and you went to the Chop Shop and you took a number and you waited for Rob, you'd wait all fucking day and not get to see Rob.
No, because you didn't book.
So you have to, if you want to see Rob and you want to get the Fury Fade, you have to go to Booksy.
Yeah.
You can't just show up anymore.
But you can go see everyone else there, and you just get a ticket. But the thing getting a ticket is you have to wait half hour,
Listen,
an hour.
mate,
The thing
last
with
time I checked, it was called Robbie's Chop Shop, not come see everyone else's Chop Shop.
But the thing
You know what I'm saying?
is if you go in there, is you book your time, 8:30 a.m. or whatever
Yeah,
on a Saturday
yeah,
morning.
yeah.
You rock up at 8:30.
Yeah.
You get your hair cut. You don't have to
Done.
wait. You don't have to.
Technology.
Beautiful.
First topic of discussion, Neve.
Back in stock.
Hit him, baby.
All ATP Science everything.
Everything ATP Science. Nothing's out of stock, right? Don't say that and I'll be wrong. Nothing's out of stock. All the pills, all the powders, all the potions, everything ATP back in stock. Yeah. That would be incoming soon.
just a
You
plug.
just jump to fucking.
No, in case people wondering what I was drinking. In case people
discussion
wondering what I was drinking, because I started choking on it.
Yeah, you did.
All Optimum Nutrition everything.
Everything ON back in stock. All of the proteins, all of the pre-workouts, aminos, all flavors, creatines, glutamines, everything back in from ON and also BSN, which I think is next on your list.
BSN everything's next.
Absolutely.
All Primabolics everything.
Primabolics Warfare, pre-workout, Warfare Ripped, Intra-War, Metabolize, everything Primabolics, all flavors back in stock. I was checking inventory actually. We got Primabolics selling really well.
It's actually.
It's doing really well.
I'm going to say.
Which I'm happy to see Australian companies doing well.
I'm going to say surprised.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that not many Australian companies have got it right or do as well as what we've seen Primabolics do in the first few months. And hats off, because they've been very, he knows how to run a business.
Will.
Yeah.
He does.
That's the thing. He knows how to run a business, and you
gotta have respect.
You do. So very good businessman.
And the thing that the thing that I like about Primabolics, to be honest, is that the products are different. You know, like they haven't just gone, you know, we're gonna just copy, you know, and make a few changes to the top selling formulas. Will's come out and he's like, I don't really like the way that powdered fat burners are going, so I'm gonna do something different. I don't like that you can't have a pre-workout and a fat burner in the same product, so I'm gonna go make one.
Yeah.
You know, I respect that. Yeah. Some good shit,
man. Sparta Hydroshred.
Yes, finally back in stock in all flavors, and this is the new formula with the new labels of Hydroshred. Everything available. Next topic of discussion,
new products.
Yes, hit them.
Just while we're on new products, I just want to say something that's not on here.
You can.
This week we sat down, yourself, myself, and Swellbait.
We did.
And we came up with a sports performance stack.
We did.
So
yes, video capture on screen at the moment, as a matter of fact, Dill. Go throw that up real quick so you guys can check it out.
So a lot of times, especially with football season, AFL football season starting or coming up, the local soccer league is starting here in Adelaide.
We get hit up a lot.
Anyway, like basketball, tennis, those kind of things.
This is how it came about. I have guys slide in my DM.
It's not how it came. It's not how it came about. It came about because one of my mates hit me up on the weekend.
And then you said it, and I was like, dude, I get this question every day. It was like, what sup should I be taking as a footballer, as a basketballer, as a tennis player? We were talking about netballers day, as a netballer. It's like the basics of a performance supplement stack. And that's when you came up with the...
So yeah, it's where we sat down and came up with the ingredients we suggest most for a competitive sports athlete or performance sports athlete. So
link is down in the description box. You guys who are involved in performance sports, go check that out right now.
Sparta BCAA.
Finally, it has arrived. It's a month overdue, but better late than never. 4 flavors in the Sparta BCAA. It's a BCAA EAA blend, and it's not bad. I don't mind it.
I've been having the lemon drop, which we have as a try before you buy in all of our local retail stores. So if you want to go to any retail stores and try it, go there because lemon drop is available to try.
I had the gum. I've got the gum drop.
Yeah,
it's good. It's a little with the flavors. It's a little. Would you say bitter? It's got like that amino acid bitterness that comes through a little bit, but that's the that's the price you pay for a properly dosed amino acid supplement that isn't fuck-ton loaded with artificial colors, flavors, and sweeteners.
Yep.
So
all 10 colours of the new TMJ apparel 940 A-frames have launched.
Are you wearing one at the moment?
So this is one of them.
Maybe you might want to just show real quick.
So this is the black on black.
And we've discussed this in Weekly Word before, but worth touching on real quick because I'm getting a lot of questions about it. What's the difference between the OG TMJ apparel A-frames and these new, what we're calling the 940 A-frames? There's a couple of major differences. The first one is the actual structure of the crown of the hat is more rigid. So as you can see, like it's a much more sturdy frame, so higher quality effectively. The spin it around real quick. On the back with the strap, all of the colors now have the little TMJ hang tag, and then flip it upside down. And then on the inside, we've got the branding, the workout by lifestyle apparel, and you got a little TMJ tag here.
And this one is no stretch flex fit.
And good point, and not flex fit as well. It's involved with the rigidity of the hat. The more rigid you want to make the hat, the less shit you can have in it that moves. So we took the flex fit sweatband out and just went with a non-flex fit, and that's just add a little bit more rigidity to the hat.
And also they now fit bigger heads as well.
They do actually. So they run, it's snap back, but we've scaled the snap up so that it fits bigger heads, pretty much.
Yep.
What else you got for me, man?
EHP Labs OxyShred in the new limited edition Rainbow Candy flavor.
Limited edition OxyShred. They tend to be doing this every couple of months now, is dropping a new limited edition flavor. This flavor of this month, and probably, let's go this quarter, is Rainbow Candy, and that is now available. A limited supply, so if you do want to give it a shot, you need to jump in, because once it's gone, baby.
Companies do say limited supply, and they don't really have a limited supply, but these are actually limited supply.
Yeah, well, the last one, what was the last one they did last year?
What was it? No, it wasn't cotton candy. It was
pink.
Pink? No.
Pina colada. No, was it pina colada? Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, the last limited edition flavor that EHP Labs did in OxyShred, it was limited. Like, you can't get it anymore.
We bought a first run of it.
I
went to buy another one. Oh, sorry, it sold out already. So,
boom.
yeah.
I think it was pina colada.
All right.
Next topic of discussion.
Coming soon.
Hit him, baby.
So America Labs Uncle Bam.
It's got to be here any fucking day now. Seriously. Like, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Is it on the core shipment?
Yeah.
Oh. Magic Burn.
That's one for you.
Let's say next week.
Yep.
Olympus Labs Tudka.
Yep.
That
should be next week as well.
I organised the shipping this morning.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So it's got to be next week.
So next week.
Early next week, probably.
As long as DHL don't bend us over again. MTS Outright Bar.
Still looking on track for the end of this month. Just waiting on the final paperwork for the permits, and then it's all systems are go, baby.
And 3D Energy.
Yep. There you go. Now's your little plug.
Yep.
By the Arnold, as well as...
Well, 3D Energy, the shipment is destined to land in Adelaide on the 24th of Feb.
Ooh, so before the Arnold.
So hopefully it could be first week of March.
That's beautiful.
And First Form.
Also on track for before the Arnold. I will actually, while we're on coming soons as well, this is not really coming soon, this is a back in stock, but it's been out of stock for that long that it may as well be coming soon. Core Test, the test booster, is on its way. And it should be here next week.
Yep.
And we have fuck tons of it. And hopefully this is the last time it will ever run out.
Yep.
But that's dependent on President of Virginia, CEO Doug Miller.
Yep.
But my fingers are crossed.
Yep.
And my toes, both sides.
Yep.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
What's up?
What's up? A new segment for MassiveJoes Weekly Word for 2019. How this came about, guys, is Neve and I get asked every fucking day. And I say fucking affectionately because we love it secretly. What supplements we recommend, what's our favorite subs, what we're enjoying the most at the moment, so on and so forth. So this is going to be a new segment every week in Weekly Word. It's called WhatSupp. We're going to have a title screen. I don't know if there is a title screen, maybe put it in now. If there's not yet, the guys are still working on it. It's going to be.
Yep.
And it's our opportunity just to tell you guys what sup we are loving at the moment for over the past week. So we're going to pick one sup each.
Yep.
It might be the same sup for like 3 weeks in a row.
Yep.
But one sup each. We're going to tell you guys why we're loving it, what it's been doing for us, and why it is our favorite what's up for the week. Big Neve, lead us off.
No, you go first. I don't want to.
I knew you would do
because
this.
I know what I'm going to pick, but I don't want to choose the same product.
I reckon we're going to pick the same.
No, we're not.
Because this is not predetermined either. I don't know what you're going to say.
We're 100% not.
You don't reckon?
No, 100% not.
My sub
is PKX. Yeah, yours
He's
is PKX.
good, isn't he good?
I knew it.
Isn't it good?
Okay, I want to be crystal clear here.
Well, can I just tell them?
I want to be crystal clear here.
Yeah.
I had 2 subs.
Yeah.
And mine would have been PKX.
I knew it!
Yeah.
We picked the same fucking sub.
Yeah, but that would have been fucking boring. So I'm going to do a different product I've been using.
Okay. But just let it be known that we actually did pick the same product.
We did
for the first installment of What's Up. Yeah. The reason why I'm loving PKX at the moment is because the pump and the performance that I'm getting out of it as part of my pre-workout stack is fucking unbelievable. It's weird because I haven't been super excited about a new pre-workout probably since Fury X dropped. But I've never been excited about a non-stim pre-workout before or a pump additive or whatever you want to call PKX. It touches in a bunch of different categories. But I'm legit fucking pumped to train every night just because I get to take PKX.
Yeah.
And the effects are phenomenal. The one thing I hate about PKX is the flavor.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It single-handedly destroys the otherwise pleasant taste of my pre-workout stack. So I have a love-hate relationship with PKX at the moment, but right now the love far outweighs the hate.
Awesome pumps.
Amazing power is the one thing I find. Like I feel so strong with it. Strong and like able to like move a lot of weight for a lot of reps.
Yep.
Just I think as just like a performance sup, it's fucking amazing. So big fan.
So my product
is
an old product.
Ooh.
But I've thrown it back into my repertoire.
Okay.
Animal Pack.
Oh.
The pills.
Yeah. The horse pills, all 14?
11.
11 now, you reckon?
So, I have started using it again. because I don't eat like a whole lot of fruit and veggies. I eat a salad mix throughout the day, but I don't really eat a whole lot of veggies. And
you're not a big like whole food vitamin consumer.
No. So the thing is and I've just been using it every morning. I was getting to the stage where I was, I guess, feeling run down or a bit flat. Yeah. And I just assumed it could be partly due to not enough minerals and vitamins and that kind of shit. Yeah. So I thought I'd try it. How you feeling? Feeling good. Good.
How are you handling swallowing the fucking?
I do 5 and 6.
11 pills.
I can do it in 2 mouthfuls.
Because they're not like capsules either. Like they're actual like pills. So they are quite different. Like I remember when I was taking Animal Pack, quite difficult. Like I had to do one at a time.
I can do 2 lots, 5 and 6. So the thing, I've been waking up every morning. As soon as I wake up, go to the kitchen, full shaker, drink the full shaker of water with the pills. Boom. And it's down. Smashed it. Mix up my Hydro Shred. But yeah, Animal Pack is an old product, obviously.
Been around since the 80s.
But
since the 80s.
Big fan of it as a multivitamin.
There you go. Those are our WhatsUpps for this week, guys. PKX for me, Animal Pack for Big Neve. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
IFBB Pro League Posing Workshop.
It goes down this Saturday, guys. It's our second ever IFBB Pro League Posing Workshop. We did the first one in September last year. This is the second one. It starts at 12 noon. So this is obviously for the South Australian viewers, the Adelaideans, because, you know, if you don't live, you're not going to come. 12 noon this Saturday, the 19th of January, at Adelaide Fitness and Performance Centre. It's an informational seminar followed by a posing workshop for the IFBB Pro League. So we're flying down IFBB Pro League head judge, Michael Booner, from Melbourne. He's coming over for it, and he's going to answer all of the questions that you guys may have if you even if you don't compete, but you're thinking about maybe in the future you want to compete. This is your chance to come along and ask the guy who makes all the decisions from a judging perspective about any competing related questions you may have. What division you fit into, what sort of posing you have to do, how long you should diet for, what judges look like, fucking anything. You can ask Michael direct.
Especially a lot of you guys out there who are looking at doing men's physique / classic bodybuilding.
Yes.
2 reasons being, one is, and we saw it at Nationals, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of guys I thought were in the wrong division.
Yes. A lot of guys do go in the wrong division.
So they thought that they should have, they put themselves in classic physique. I think they should have been in men's physique.
Yeah. That's probably the biggest one.
That's probably the biggest one. I didn't see too many that should have been swapped the other way around.
Yeah.
But definitely guys that, probably, or even guys who are on the lighter end of bodybuilding, if they should possibly drop down to classic physique.
Or even drop down to men's physique.
Possibly.
We say drop down, but it's not really dropping down. It's just,
I'm talking more. Sorry,
physiques.
When I say drop down, I'm talking more like weight class. I'm thinking weight class in my head. Yeah. I'm thinking like open 212 classic physique.
Yeah, and the same thing with girls as well. Is like, a lot of girls doing figure probably should be doing bikini. Sometimes you have girls who are doing bikini that are just too muscular in their frame and the genetics that should go up to figure.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of these sorts of questions that, come along to the workshop, ask Michael. Obviously, I'll be there as well, so are you coming along?
I don't really have anything to do there.
Probably not. Well, you can ask me. I'll be there. Any questions you may have from
I don't know how to hit anything other than a fucking mirror selfie.
No, you hit a side chest. You can ask us any questions. And then after the seminar, it's a free posing workshop. So we're actually going to take you guys, depending on what division you're interested in, and teach you how to pose, teach you the basics of posing. So basic men's physique posing, basic bikini posing, basic figure posing, basic classic physique posing, bodybuilding. We're going to go through and teach you guys how to pose for the IFBB Pro League. It's going to be epic.
That's big, especially with classic physique, as we just said, as a new division. There's a lot of guys still a little unsure on what poses they need to hit, what are the mandatory poses.
Yeah.
Even like with men's physique, you see a lot of guys with the whole open fist, closed fist, open hand, closed hand, those kind of things. Correct. Where I put my hands on my hips.
Quarter turns.
Those kind of shit. So
all sorts of shit.
There's a lot of things that you do see people do wrong on stage, and then they freak out backstage.
Yeah.
What can I do? What can't I do?
Exactly.
You don't want to be doing that on show days. You don't want to be sitting there fucking trying to work out your posing routine on show day, or having to change, or trying to find out what you actually need to be doing. So.
Yeah. So if you are competing in the upcoming shows or later on in the year, or you're not competing but you're thinking about it, or you don't give a fuck, you're just interested, come along to the IFBB posing workshop and informational seminar. It's completely free this Saturday at 12 noon, Adelaide Fitness and Performance Centre. Link is down in the description box to the Facebook event where you can reserve your space. And we'll see you guys there on Saturday. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Ask Neve.
19 questions for Ask Neve. You're going to have to rapid fire through some of these.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll try and get it done in 30 minutes.
All right. Matthew Mahoney. Hey guys, Matt from Chicago, Illinois in the US of A. My question is about Axe and Sledge supplement line. What are your thoughts on the company and products as a whole? And do their products compare to some of your favorite brands products like MTS, Core, etc., etc.? Thanks guys and stay massive.
I'm actually wearing an Axe and Sledge t-shirt.
You are, you're farm-fed. Cornbread.
Axe and Sledge has probably been my favorite brand over the last 12 months, or newest brand over the last 12 months. And the brand I have been most impressed with in terms of, I think a whole business.
Yeah.
In terms of their marketing, obviously like the whole fucking cow with the farm fed, it's not exactly straight down the line.
No, like it's unique branding in the supplement industry for sure.
So that kind of stuff. Yeah. The flavors, I really like the flavors.
Yeah.
And the nutritional panel and ingredient breakdown, such as your fuel pump, next level. So I'm
demo day, the grind. They tick, and you know we've done a bunch of content on Weekly Word recently, most of which has got me personally in trouble about new supplement brands and things they do right, and in particular things they do wrong. Definitely Axe and Sledge are doing a lot of things right. They've got the good formulas, they're hitting price points, the product, the consumer experience with the products is good, the labels look nice, the products taste good, they got their branding piece, I wouldn't say down packed, but they're definitely heading in the right direction with the branding, definitely unique branding. They understand distribution, they understand sales, they understand, from what I can see, advertising. They're ticking a lot of boxes, man, and it's good to see. And I think that, what we're seeing from our end in terms of our ability to get behind the brand because they're ticking so many boxes, probably, speaks volumes as well. So that's it.
Yep.
You good with that one?
Yep.
Neil Mooney. Hey guys, Neil from Manchester, England in the UK. I was wondering if you guys would run through your current supplement stacks.
So I actually did this on the Facebook group today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do mine because mine will take 30 minutes.
Mine's not too okay, so yours. In the morning I have my animal pack as mentioned. Then I put Hydro Straight in a shaker and I go either walk my dog for 45 minutes or I'll go to the gym, and I've been doing the stepper and treadmill. Today I actually worked up to 15 minutes on the stepper, which I was very impressed with. Very impressed with. While I'm at work, I'll have a BCAA of some description that we have open at the moment. It's Hydro BCAA. Either I've been trying Joe's Gumdrop or lemon, whatever it is. As along with that, I'll have either like a Utopia or a In Focus or a Skywalk. Is it called Skywalk?
I think so, yeah. My Blocks one.
Yeah, the My Blocks one. So I have some kind of focus supplement generally.
Get you in the zone.
In the zone, and then I'll make a smoothie as one of my meals, and I'll use Rule 1 protein or lean protein that we have open in the office. Pre-workout, I've been having either Devastate, Kraken. What else have we been having? Core Fury X, stacked with Peak X or Fuel Pump. Intra-workout, I've been having the Grind by Axe and Sledge.
Cluster Pure.
That's it.
Post-workout? No protein?
No.
Mother of all builders?
No. Not since
Swoley?
No.
Nothing? Fuck. I wonder I'm making more gains than you.
Mate, fuck.
It's not making sense now.
Mate.
Spencer Thomas. Hey lads, Spencer Thomas from Llanelli, Southwest Wales in the UK. My question is about training and diet. I've gone from 120 kilograms body weight down to 79 in the past 3 years. Lost 40 kilos. 41 kilos, 3 years. It's fucking some good shreds, man. And my training has been powerlifting based as I was competing at a national level. Due to change of goal, I want to go into bodybuilding this year and hopefully compete next year. My calories are 1,700 a day and have been for a while now. 160 protein, 130 carbs, 60 grams fat. And I would describe my physique as skinny fat and don't seem to be able to lose any stubborn fat, even when I was doing regular steady state cardio 3 times a week and calories being relatively low. Would you recommend reverse dieting and trying to build up calories slowly and eventually cut, as this will help gain muscle roughly a year away from competing with more calories eventually, and then cut or go lower on calories and up cardio to try and cut more fat before trying to build more muscle? Sorry if I don't make sense. Hope you can see what I'm saying. Thanks for your input. Stay massive. Oh, we can see what you're saying, Spencer. We can see what you're saying.
Yeah, your calories are too low.
Too fucking low.
So you've just, and that's the reason why you're skinny fat is, your calories are just too low.
Too low. That's like bikini girl calories.
I was about to say, that's what like a 60 kilogram girl.
Probably less than 60. Yeah. That's like a 50 kilograms girl's off-season caloric intake.
Yeah. So yeah, your calories are way too low. They need to be. You need to slowly reverse diet out of it. I mean, that's the thing is like, especially with what 160 grams of protein. Yeah. I mean, 130 grams of carbs is still very low.
Very low. 60 grams of fat's very low.
Especially for a male. I mean, a lot of your hormones.
Testosterone is produced from fucking saturated fats, man.
So that's definitely where your problem lies.
Yeah. Yeah, so the answer to your question, Spencer, is definitely reverse diet, build up those calories. You got plenty of time before you're looking at competing, so just use the time effectively. But you need to increase that metabolic capacity, man. Also, if you started cutting now,
that's what I was about to say.
What the fuck would you do?
The issue is when you go to start dieting for a show,
you go to 1,000 calories
and fucking 2 cardio sessions a day every day, and yeah, you got nowhere to go. So that's where you
go.
You want to try and build up to like 3,000 almost at his weight.
At 80 kilos, yeah, I'd like to see it up around 3,000 for sure. You know, so then when you get back down to 1,700, you're like 4 weeks out. Andy Nyland. Hey guys, Andy Nyland from Birmingham in the UK. Lots of UK questions this week. All the best for 2019. To you too, Andy. Thank you, man. At the risk of repeating myself, I asked the same question last year. Travel plans for the year. Hope we get a TMJ in the USA this year. My favorite uploads we've seen thus far. Nutritional question. Well, no, hold on. That's the first question. Travel plans for this year.
I mean, you got your competition, and that's going to be. We got the shows here in Adelaide, in Australia. We got Sydney, Melbourne, Arnold, and Brisbane Expos. Yeah. International, you got 4 or so shows, don't you?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of travel this year, Andy, to be honest. We don't really know what a lot of that looks like just yet. So far as TMJ in the USA, I would love to bring it back this year. I know you would love to bring it back as well. So we'll just we'll see how it all pans out. But it's going to be a very busy 2019 for us. Nutritional question. Thoughts on coming off stims, giving your central nervous system a break, as well as the adrenal glands, and your thoughts on adrenal supplements. As always, stay massive.
I definitely don't ever come off stims. I think that you should try and lower your stimulant intake as best you can.
Yeah. Just from a receptor, like a lot of people get confused with like your adrenal glands being overloaded and your central nervous system and this and that, whatever. Effectively, it's got to do with your stimulant receptors, right? So let's take an extreme example. If you have not had any sort of stimulant, let's just use caffeine, right? Most common stimulant, most common psychoactive drug in the world, as a matter of fact. We found that out the other day. Let's say you haven't had caffeine for like a month, right? 0 stimulant, 0 caffeine, and you have a short black. There's like 80 milligrams of caffeine. That's going to feel like you're on a fucking party drug. But if you have that same short black every single day for the next week, the effects of that same amount of stimulant, that same amount of caffeine is going to be far diminished, not because your adrenals are getting overworked or your CNS is fried, because your stimulant receptors are used to receiving that much of that particular stimulant. Yeah. So you have 2 options. You either change stimulant to activate different receptors, or you increase the amount of that particular drug that you're consuming, the caffeine. So that's what you're doing when you're reducing your stimulant intake, is you're just resetting your stimulant receptors to be able to receive a smaller amount of the particular drug and get a greater effect from it.
Thoughts on adrenal supplements? I mean, they work, but it's not a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid solution, really.
It is. The real solution is to reset those receptors. Fight 2913. Hey guys, Richie from North Carolina in the US of A. Hey guys, I love trying and learning about new supplements and hope to open a store one day. So a guy I worked out with says if any supplement truly worked, then it would be in the pharmacy, not over-the-counter supplement stores. What can I say to this dude to get him on board or maybe open-minded at least? Thanks and stay massive.
Well, a lot of the main thing is that a lot of supplements are just getting the main ingredient, or like a lot of the, what do you call them? What do you call amino acids and stuff like that?
Well, they're found in whole foods.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
effectively. But a lot of drugs are derived from whole foods as well.
Yeah.
If we're talking pharmaceutical drugs. I think really there's two parts to this question here, Richie. The first part's the easy part. What can I say to this dude to get him on board? Give him one of your favorite supplements that you know works and get him to try the shit. And then tell you that the shit doesn't work. That's like, you can take a horse to water, you can't make it drink. But if you shove that horse's face in the fucking water, that motherfucker's gonna drink, you know what I'm saying? So this is the best way, is you don't have to say anything to this dude. You can show him by giving him something that works. So try this and then try and tell me that the shit doesn't work. The second part of the question is really what is the line between a food supplement and a pharmaceutical drug? Your thoughts?
I mean, I think that...
I know the answer, but I want to get your thoughts because it is called Ask Neve.
In my opinion, is anything that is derived from whole food sources, or that you can get those ingredients from a food source, such as like your protein, such as your amino acids, such as those kind of things are main supplements, which I was referring to in the first bit, such as protein powder is just a supplement for steak and chicken. You get those amino acids from food sources, except obviously you can't have a steak. You can't be chewing on a steak while you're training.
What about caffeine?
I mean, well, everything has caffeine in it nowadays.
Okay, so why is it not pharmaceutical? Everyone knows caffeine works, right? So if this guy's argument is that if shit works, it'd be a pharmaceutical drug.
Because the government can tax it.
Why is alcohol? Alcohol definitely works. Why is that not a pharmaceutical drug? Let's go to California and Colorado. Marijuana definitely works. That's no longer a pharmaceutical drug.
Because the government can tax it now.
So what's the difference? Like, this whole argument that this dude is making to you, Richie, is completely fucking flawed. Because there's so many examples of where any sort of logic falls down between what's considered over the counter and you need a prescription for. The whole system is fucking fucked. But I will just add that the way, at least in Australia, and I'm pretty sure the FDA in the US works very similar, but in Australia, the way the TGA determines what schedule a particular drug is going to fall on, so whether it's unscheduled, in which case you can buy it over the counter anywhere, like caffeine, alcohol, nicotine through cigarettes and tobacco and cigars and whatnot, or whether it has to be prescription, there's two main things they look at. The first one, and this is why the whole system's fucked, the first one is potential for abuse. Insert alcohol and tobacco. The second one, this is why it's seriously fucked, the second one is potential for danger to human health. Insert alcohol and tobacco.
The thing you have to tell your mate as well is
but that's how they do it, right? And we've seen, because the TGA, over the last 5 years, well, go back to 2012, over the last 6-7 years, have banned things like DMAA, DMHA, well, Yohimbe has been banned for a while. Phenibut was a recent one. They banned all of these ingredients that previously have been over the counter. Well, not banned them, but made them pharmaceutical prescription only. That previously you can walk into a supplement store, buy them over the counter, and you can read the justification for the decisions. And the decisions are like, we think that there is potential for people to become addicted to this substance. We think that there is potential for this to harm human health.
The other thing you can do is you can give your mate a study that shows the effects of creatine and on adenosine triphosphate and your power, and then go make him eat a fucking 5 kilos of red meat to get the equivalent creatine out of that red meat. Then go tell him about the fucking positivity of the research on nitrates, and go get him to go eat fucking 5 beetroots pre-workout. And then go give him the benefits of caffeine on training, and then go make him fucking drink coffee pre-workout. Or you could say, take this fucking one drink, and it's got everything you need in there.
The argument that this guy's making, Richie, is just a complete. It's a completely critically flawed argument.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Jamie.
I've forgotten.
No,
we skipped that one. Hold on, where the fuck did Richie go? Okay, no, there we go. Okay, Ben Lapidot. Hey guys, okay, so these are Facebook questions. So these ones we're gonna let it slide that you guys haven't told us, but you need to tell them, man. They got to tell us their fucking name and where they're from.
All right.
It gives me the shits. Ben Lapidot. Hey guys, I'm 21 years old and have been on a cutting diet for 3 months and have struggled to get off stubborn body fat. I've dropped my calories weekly and increased cardio. What else could I do to work off my stubborn body fat?
I mean, you're doing what you need to do, mate. Is just drop body fat, drop calories or increase output. It depends on what type of calories, like cardio you're doing, for example.
Yeah.
Are you doing HIIT? Are you doing like slow, steady state? Are you doing it fasted? There's a lot of variables as well when it comes down to just increasing cardio.
There is.
Another thing is you drop your calories, but is your macronutrient split correct?
Yep.
Are you still having have you cut your protein down too low and you still got your carbs a little bit too high? Where's your fat at? There's a lot of things to do with your macro and your macro breakdown.
I'm just going to say high level as well.
Yeah.
Like, man, you've been dieting for 3 months. That's 12 weeks.
Okay.
You're not even going to start touching stubborn body fat until you get to probably at least the 4-month mark.
You look
16. Like when I diet for a show, I go 20.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
20
weeks. A lot of bodybuilders will diet for 20 weeks for a
and
show.
my body is used to getting in condition. So it's going to happen a lot easier for me. My stubborn body fat is going to come off a lot easier than it would for someone who's never done it before, because my body knows how that process goes. Your body doesn't because you've never done it before. You just haven't been doing it long enough.
When I got down to real lean last year, it was a good 6 months till I got. Oh, not even that I was stage ready though.
Yeah.
But to get that sort
You're
of.
pretty shredded.
But to get that.
You had lines in your glutes. That's pretty lean.
To get that body fat down though, it did take me
It takes time.
6 to 9 months of constant dieting, HIIT, cardio, training.
Yeah. And I think, a lot of guys, especially Ben's 21, right? So a lot of these younger guys, maybe they follow their favorite bodybuilders, whatnot. And, most of the guys that prep for, the top bodybuilders, prepping for Olympia, prepping for Arnold's, usually they do a 12-week. They do a 3-month prep.
Yeah.
But there's 2 things you have to remember. First thing is the muscle mass these guys carry is phenomenal. So their metabolic rate is through the fucking roof. So they can get rid of a lot of body fat a lot quicker than most people can. The second thing is they're using a lot of performance enhancing drugs, which I'm going to assume Ben is not.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong, but they're using a lot. And even if you were, Ben, they're probably using a lot more than you are to help them get into shape in a shorter period of time. And thirdly, these guys have been doing this shit for the most part for 15, 20 plus years. So their bodies are used to carrying very, very low levels of body fat.
They know their body, they know what works, what doesn't work.
100%. So you just have to be realistic with the time period, man.
The thing is that as Joe said, these pros are using drugs that you wouldn't even have heard of before. Or the
drugs that you wouldn't want to use, really.
Yeah. But stuff, especially at 21, obviously you've heard of steroids before, but you don't know the actual other, now that I'm actually in the industry deeper.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of drugs that even if you knew about them, you wouldn't want to use them because you'd go, holy fuck, I can actually cook my insides by taking this shit, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Tristan Sarunic. What's up, Tristan? Tristan from ADL. How are you feeling in terms of your diet and training as you lead closer to the stage?
Just me.
This is you. It's us, Neve. Considering this will be your first show, do you have any doubts about your prep thus far? And if so, how have you gone about changing this for the better? All the best. Hope you can smash it out the park. Tristan putting the pressure on the big Neve.
I've never said I was actually competing.
I think you did in an episode of Weekly Word.
I said I wanted to. I don't know.
Might have to dig into the archives and pull it up.
The issue for me is...
Answer the question, mate.
No, it's fucking shit, to be honest.
Why? You just said you've been on the Stairmaster every morning?
Yeah, for life. Life is my competition.
When do you step onto the stage of life then?
Exactly.
What are your compulsory life poses?
The thing is...
Do you get to do a life posing routine?
Yeah. The thing is for me...
What's your theme song?
John Cena.
Of course.
The thing is, though, is that for me, weight training, and the same as you, is weight training is an outlet. When I'm at the gym, that's how I relax. Obviously, I'm not always in the zone. People tell me that I'm not always switched in. I'm all fucking walking around or talking to people or whatever. But the thing is that's how I relax, and that's when I enjoy and I can wind down. Yeah, those kind of things. Yeah. Also, dieting is something that I've never enjoyed.
Dieting and Neve
doesn't mix.
They don't go together.
No. So the thing is as soon as I start putting pressure on myself, it takes away the two things that are an outlet for myself. Yeah. Which I don't enjoy.
It's good. It's good self-awareness, man. It's good self-awareness. I like it. Nick Hanna. Thoughts on changing up carb source during an off-season? For example, if you're only sticking to having carbs pre, intro, and post, but need a large amount, instead of having like 1 kilogram of sweet potato, would having bagels or cereal or something easier to digest be okay? Just wondering your thoughts. I think digestion in an off-season is quite important, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I think you just have to figure out exactly what is working for you and what's not working for you in terms of your digestion. Like white rice for me just fucking really bloats me pretty badly. Whereas stuff like bagels and even those rolls you've had in the kitchen, I run those rolls the other day.
Let's go wheat in general.
Yeah. Whereas a lot of other carbs don't bloat me. Yeah. So,
Nick, dude, I'm all for this, man, and you can back me up. You know, I'm always changing carb sources because my body, like I consume so much of a particular carb source that my body starts hating the shit. So, you know, towards the end of last year, I was eating a fuck ton of rice. Like, I would have half a kilo of rice before we trained. And then I got to the point where rice started bloating me. So I'm like, okay, let's get rid of rice, and now let's use wheat. So let's bring bagels in, let's bring baguettes in. My little wraps I call baguettes. Yeah. Let's bring wheat in. So I'll do that, and then I'll get to a point where my body will just have enough of that. So I'll go, okay, let's go to sweet potato. So I'm always changing carb sources, not just in the off season, but pre-contest as well, man. If you've seen Raw Cut, my contest series, you'll see that my carb sources change depending on what my stomach's doing, depending on how my digestion is. Yeah. So I'm all for it. Matthew Smith, what are Joe and Josh's most annoying trait or habits?
Joe makes noises a lot.
I do.
Like just like random noises, like random grunts or random screams. Yeah. Like just he asks me fucking shit questions throughout the day.
Don't ask me shit.
No, you do. No, you fucking ask questions all day.
I'll ask you what you reckon.
Yeah, what do you reckon? What do you reckon, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because I expect you to know what I'm thinking about.
That's
GM, mate. You sit next to me. We got ESP.
I'd say that's.
So if I say, "What do you reckon?" you should know what I'm
exactly.
talking about.
So I think that's the main thing is just Joe's. And when he gets really tired, he fucking sings. And then when he
when I get tired, I'm not fun. No, I'm super fun, but I get super annoying real quick. Yeah, I even annoy myself sometimes.
And then you do that thing where you count down. That pisses me off a lot.
What?
When you like count down
10 minutes.
Yeah. I fucking hate that too.
My countdowns are the best though, because it lets everybody know. Like we're shooting Weekly Word at 12, so 11:50 comes around. 10 minutes! 10 minutes!
Yeah, that's fucking annoying.
11:55. 5 minutes! What about Josh?
It's good, because Josh isn't in the office much anymore. No, that's the thing is,
he's not here long enough to annoy me.
He doesn't annoy. I don't think he really annoys anyone, does he? The only thing that really Josh annoyed people was when he was the warehouse manager. Yeah. Is he kept coming into the office all the time. Yeah. But he didn't actually do anything annoying. But people were just getting pissed off because he always came in the office.
Just came in for no reason.
But I wouldn't really say Josh does anything annoying. To be honest.
Anthony Malan. Hey guys, Anthony from Alice Springs in the central of Australia. For the last year, I've been working at getting a visible six-pack. I'm now at 8% body fat, perform core sessions regularly, and still no luck. Any suggestions? Anthony, you're not at 8% body fat if you can't see your abs. That's just the truth. You should definitely be able to... Look, you know, the shape of your abs and the depth of your abs and, you know, the overall aesthetic appeal of your six-pack or eight-pack, depending on how lean you are, is going to depend a lot, firstly, on genetics, and secondly, on how much muscle you have in that area, right? It's like if you get super lean and you're trying to flex a bicep, if you don't have bicep, you're not going to be able to flex this shit, or it's not going to look very good, or your genetics are going to change the shape of it, so on and so forth. But if you're lean enough, you will see your abs. Guaranteed.
Like 7 to 8% body fat
is really fucking lean.
Is what most people will fucking turn their head and fucking look at you on the beach and like, because you fucking look like a Greek god pretty much, if depending on what
you do. No, dude, People really.
No, I'm talking about like a men's health cover magazine.
No, and I'm saying people really fuck up body fat percentages, and I think mostly because of the way of measuring them. The most way that people measure them, whether it's skin fold or the electromagnetic test, whatever it is, they're just fucking inaccurate when you get that lean. So they might say you're like 4%, and you're actually like closer to 10.
Yeah.
Actual like 8% body fat, you are fucking shredded, mate. Like you got fucking veins everywhere. You got striated shoulders, striated chest, striations through. Like like 8% is lean.
Yeah.
Like painfully lean. Yeah. You're gonna feel like shit most of the day when you get down to 8% body fat.
Yeah.
Most guys who think they're 8% are usually about 12.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how you got the 8%, but like the thing that like when I was at my leanest last year, I went and got a body fat test.
Yeah.
And the machine said I was 22%.
Well, that would be wrong in the other direction.
Yeah, because things such as the machine that I used in particular,
they're just inaccurate.
But the thing is because I was so dry.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have any like water. I was very dry, dense, hard physique.
Yeah.
Maybe not dense, but dry, hard physique.
Thick, solid, and tight.
I would say. Because there was no water in the muscle, they read the muscle as fat and put me at 22%.
Yeah.
Whereas I was probably like 7 or 8%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, and then other times when I've been probably like 9 or 10%, I've used other ones when I've done F45 before, they're 8-week challenges, and they've said I'm like 6.2% and 5.8%, and I'm not 5.8%, mate.
Well, we did that at the Brisbane Fitness Expo last year. Yeah. We all got the hang on to the electromagnetic.
No, and that was the one that said I was 22 or whatever.
Well, remember we did it. It was fucking July last year, and mine came up as like 8%.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, I'm like 15 right now.
Yeah.
If that.
And I remember,
and this shit is just, and then they tried to sell me the machine for like 15 grand.
And I remember Josh Lenarowitz did it.
Yeah.
And it put him at like 35%.
Yeah.
And this was like when he was ready to step on stage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And win the fucking Arnold. Anyway. And who gives a fuck really what percentage you are? You just need to get them abs popping, man.
Yeah.
Nick Hutchison. Hey guys, I don't believe my body is responding that well to carbs at the moment. Is it insulin resistance? How do I test for it and how can I turn it around?
I mean, it really depends on what how do I say this nicely?
Just say it nicely.
Insulin resistance, I think, is just a bit of a cop-out that people are using lately. It seems to be a key fad term.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. It was like metabolic damage a few years ago.
Yeah.
There's always, fad terms that people latch onto.
And I think that insulin resistance is kind of one of those terms that people have been using lately. And I don't think really, in all honesty, I don't really think too many people do respond well to carbs. I think carb timing comes down to a much bigger thing. I probably don't think that you're insulin resistant. I think probably you're just not timing your carbs correctly.
Well, and that ties into the solution, right? So even if you want to use the fad term insulin resistance or insulin sensitivity, whichever way you decide to look at it, and you say, okay, I've got this. That's what I'm calling it. I'm insulin resistant, or I have low insulin sensitivity.
Yeah.
How do I fix it? Well, you fix it by eating less simple carbs in particular, and actually timing your carbs when your body fucking needs them. So you can call it whatever. You can call it insulin resistance. You can call it I'm just a lazy fuck and eat carbs whenever I want. You can call it I like sweet things and eat those whenever I want. You call it whatever the fuck you want. The way that you fix it is to stop eating shit carbs, eat good carbs, and then time when you eat the good carbs so that you're consuming them either when your body has the ability to store them as glycogen or use them as an immediate fuel source and no other time.
I mean, for me personally, if I have carbs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I get fat.
Yeah.
If I have it just post-workout, I stay lean.
Yeah.
Thing is, I've worked out.
And you can eat the same amount of carbs, right, in a 24-hour period. Literally, the timing of them and the sources of them makes all the difference.
The thing is, I could space out 1 cup of rice for breakfast, 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and have carbs post-workout.
Yeah.
Or I can go and have fucking burgers, sushi, cookies, whatever, post-workout, and I'll be leaner than if I had little portions of healthy rice throughout the day.
Yeah.
And
And so you can call that increasing your insulin sensitivity or decreasing insulin resistance, or just giving a fuck about when you eat carbs.
And I think part of this is actually due to the supplement industry, though, is that term. Because you see a lot of businesses...
No, it is.
No, because a lot of companies come out 100%. With like... I'm not saying this is due to Doug, but like core loads come out.
Yeah.
Or your glucose disposal agents have come out.
Yeah, but those are... Okay, so those are...
No, but that's the thing. Is
I get where you're coming from.
It's gotten people worrying about the insulin and am I delivering carbs now?
But you're not going to take a GDA like a core load or a glycolog or an RPG if you're trying to increase insulin sensitivity. You're going to take it by the time you've already done that and you're giving a fuck about carb timing and you're trying to get more out of the carbs that you're consuming.
That's what I'm saying. Is a lot of, but because a lot of these industry supplement companies have brought out products such as that, it's given more awareness to insulin, to how your body's, this fucking product is the same, it's like an insulin mimicking fucking thing. Where it's not, it's just keywords that these, I mean, obviously they do.
Marketing.
It's marketing, and it's brought awareness to insulin. It's one of these things, again, where keywords get thrown out, and then people don't understand it or just put a solution on it.
I reckon ATP has a lot to do with this as well. Nothing but love for ATP Science, but their podcast does have big reach, and they talk a lot about this sort of shit. And I think a lot of people listen to the shit and don't actually understand what the fuck they're talking about, but just grab onto the keywords.
Because they talk, like Jeff talks they talk very deep.
They do. Fucking balls deep.
Over my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing is, I think, we'll leave it at that.
It is what it is. Leonard Carlier, Lenny's asking questions. If you had to choose between a Harley Davidson Fatboy and finding the love of your life, what custom parts would you put on the bike?
I'm getting a night rod, not a Fatboy.
Fuck. Alan Kim. Hello, gents. Alan from the 6, Toronto, in Canada. Recently checked with, what the fuck?
My bothersome shoulder.
Recently checked with my bothersome shoulder. Is that even a word? Must be Canadian. Might be French-Canadian, lost in translation.
I knew what it meant.
With my physical therapist, and I have tendonitis in both the long and short head bicep tendon and supraspinatus tendon. Fuck. Because of the weakened shoulder, my pec major has become hyperactive and very tight from the overcompensation. All of this causing my constant shoulder pain. He is advising to stay away from overloading that shoulder, chest, bicep, and upper back for a while until the area can release and the pain goes away. I'll be hitting heavy legs, working light weights for upper body with more focus on time under tension. Therapist also warns not to go near failure for now, even with light weights. Any suggestions with nutrition and workouts to help minimize muscle strength and loss? Thank you guys for the platform.
I mean, on days, I guess, where you're not training or you have a reduced workload, is just cut those calories down a bit. You're not going to be expending as much
effectively, it's going to come down to calories in, calories out, reducing your carbohydrate intake on days that you're not training because your body doesn't have an immediate use for energy from the carbs, increasing your protein and fat intakes on those days to keep your caloric intake where it needs to be. It's just a numbers game, man.
I mean, even like with workouts, is you've got to do what you got to do, but it's all going to come down to diet in terms of the overall effects.
Yeah, 100%. Jalil, J4YL1L. Hey guys, it's Jalil from the ADL. Finally got a local question. What's your thoughts on Eminem's album Kamikaze? As someone who absolutely hates mumble rap, I'm loving the shit out of it as M goes ham on everyone. Also, what are your top tracks from the album? Cheers, fellas.
I like...
It's definitely not his best work.
I like 75% of the album.
You know what I'm saying? There's some fire tracks in there, but it's definitely not his. Like you can't, you compare it to the fucking Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady, fucking.
I'll even go back and listen to that. I'd rather listen to the Eminem show over Kamikaze.
Oh, dude, the classic M. You know what I'm saying? But it is good, and we were actually. I don't know if we discussed this in Weekly Word last week, or it was a personal conversation. But we were discussing at some point that there are, everyone complains about mumble rap at the moment, and you got fucking, all of these shit rap. No, we were discussing, because it was a personal discussion. You got all these shit rappers, mumble rap. But you do also have, there's still some good lyrical geniuses out there. Eminem, obviously one of them, but he's more old school. We've talked about new school. Logic is a fucking great rapper. J. Cole, great rapper. You do have, they still do exist. You just have to search through the Migoses of the world and the 21 Savages of the world and fucking, all of these mumble rappers, but you can actually find some decent rappers still around that are in the current era of mumble rap. You know what I'm saying? Devin Foley. Hey fellas, Devin from San Jose, California, USA. That's where I'm planning to make my pro debut.
Yeah.
San Jose Pro. In general, as a general manager, GM, not necessarily in the supplement industry, what are the most important things or actions a person could do to be noticed by management if they have a desire to be promoted and or earn a pay rise? P.S. Joe, looking forward to meeting you when you compete in San Jose later this year. My man, Devin. He's keeping up to date with my movements. I appreciate that, man. Answer the question, bitch.
I think for most people is, I guess, you do notice effort by employees.
Yeah.
I mean, you do notice those employees that leave at 5:01 on the dot.
Oh, don't you?
Those kind of things. I'm not saying you have to stay back for fucking hours unpaid work or whatever.
No, you just need to do your shit.
I mean, it's always good when people put their hand up to, like little things like putting your hand up to fucking help at events and those kind of little things that do get noticed above the people that don't show up and those kind of things. And on top of that, as especially an industry that we're in, or I wouldn't say most industries, especially most big corporations. I know Coles do, is they all have KPIs, and they have in terms of everything. Like I'll use my dad at Coles, but even my dad at Coles, he's got things even as such as wastage, and he's got the amount of hours he can give staff and total profit loss, or profit for the week. And turnover for the week. So that's the thing, is every single business has that, especially here at MassiveJoes, is guys like Adil have the amount of videos he has to produce. We've all got sales numbers we've got to try and reach and those kind of things. And that's the thing is, if you're currently, and KPIs, it might be new accounts, it might be new this.
But KPIs really, like as key performance indicators, are kind of like, they measure the bare minimum of what you should be doing. Right, so you should, if you want to stand out and be promoted, obviously you have to be hitting KPIs, right? Because if you don't, you're going to be noticed for the wrong reasons in the fact that you're not performing.
That's something. But if
that's like baseline performance.
That's what I'm saying. But if your KPI is to get 5 new accounts a week, and you're getting 15 new accounts,
smashing it.
You're smashing it. So that's what I'm saying is going above and beyond over your KPIs.
Correct.
If the business over the last 5 years has produced a 5% growth per year, year on year, and you come into your position and suddenly there's a 25% growth, that's the kind of stuff that will...
And I think that, there's 2 parts to this question, Devin. The first is the pay rise and the second is the promotion, right? So the pay rise is quite simple. Are you bringing more value to the business? Yes or no? If you are, then the business can probably justify a return on investment of increasing your wage. If you're not, no fucking chance, correct? So far as promotion goes, you effectively need to figure out what you want to be promoted to, and then do things that demonstrate that you have the required skill set to perform that job that has elevated responsibilities. That's, and then obviously there's a pay rise that comes along with that, but that's not the primary thing that you should be looking to demonstrate to your superior or to your management. Like if you want to move from, I don't know, let's say retail store manager to retail operations manager, you need to be showing management that you have the required skill set to be able to perform that job with elevated responsibilities.
But even showing leadership in that current position. If you're just a retail store manager, there's 10 retail stores. Correct. Are you showing leadership as the number one kind of manager?
Exactly.
Right? Are you showing...
How are you standing out?
Over those other 10 people. How are you... What initiatives are you bringing? How are you bringing the team together? How are you... Like, obviously, almost not doing the job of the retail operations manager, but standing up and doing more than just your bare minimum.
Scott Casey. Hey guys, Scott from Charters Towers up in Queensland, Australia. Excuse the long-winded question, but there is a lot going on here. Fuck. You ready? Strapped in? As a seriously overweight 20-year-old with a shit haircut and mild alcohol problem, I walked into a gym for the first time in 2012 with the intention of losing some weight. My skeptical baby boomer who played a lot of sport in the 70s and thought fitness was measured in push-ups father, always concerned that gym was somewhat of a rare pursuit, had serious reservations about this new hobby. I was quickly exposed to the phenomenon of the OG Jack 3D, just before it got banned in 2012. I never tried it as I bought into the notion that my heart may in fact beat out of my chest. Ever since the 2012 1.3 DMAA ban, I have regretted my decision not to indulge as many of my mates did for workouts and electronic dance festivals. Since then, I've experimented with D-Stunner, Defcon 1, Fury, Kill It, Clash, and many more, always looking for what I perceive to be wild bull juice, aka pre-workout nirvana. My question then is, do I take the new reformulated Jack 3D and run the risk of ruining the semi-divine status of the OG Jack 3D that occupies my mind from an era when I believed Iron Gold Standard was the best because a bro at the gym told me so? Or do I log into MassiveJoes and order one ready to train on tomorrow afternoon? Or finally go seek immediate psychiatric help? That's a great question. I love the amount of like illustration that's gone into that question. That's a beautiful thing.
The benefit you've got, Scott, is that you never took it in the first place.
That's right.
So you've got nothing to compare it to.
That's right.
Your status,
which is a good thing, because nothing does compare to the OG. The OG Jack 3D, we were talking about this in the office the other day as well. The OG Jack 3D and the OG Driven Sports craze was some next level shit.
The thing is you not taking a pre-workout is like you never fucking another girl because it might ruin what you think it was like to fuck Carmen Electra in your head.
That's an interesting analogy, but I feel, yeah, no, it's just, yeah.
If you're going to fuck a girl and it's fucking terrible for his first time, but he's had all these expectations of what it was like with his dream girl, Carmen Electra or Pamela Anderson back in the day, you're going to be disappointed because you've held a pussy on a pedestal.
Yeah. That's fair enough. You just hold the pre-workout on the pedestal.
And that's what you're doing.
It's different.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's not going to work.
No.
Let it go.
Yeah.
The end.
Oh shit, Neve. That's some of your best work right there. Is that it? Is that how you answer the question?
Nothing's going to compare to OG Jacks, but the thing is he's never had it, so he doesn't know what to expect. He doesn't know what he's missing out on.
You don't know what to expect. Yeah, that's great. And really, like the other thing that I was saying, because Bosch asked me, that's what he asked me, because he was doing the written supplement review for the new Jack 3D, and I said to him, I said, look, man. Like, I don't even know, because there was once upon a time, and I don't really think it happens anymore, but once upon a time, and USP Labs were definitely guilty of it, Gaspari was definitely guilty of it, Driven Sports was 100% guilty. They were probably the reason why the shit all fucking, snowballed in the end. But there was a period where sup companies used to do the first few runs, and they'd knowingly put shit in there that was not legal.
Yeah.
And then that would, put that supplement on a pedestal and get people talking about it, whatever. And then they take the shit out before they got caught.
Yeah.
But they built the brand and they built the name of the supplement and the hype around it and whatnot. And, I think really, like, you think back to I remember the original Jack 3D. And like nothing, because I remember the first time I took Jack 3D, it was a sample pack. It was a little sample pack. It wasn't even a tub. And it was fucking unreal.
Yeah.
And it was never the same.
No.
Same with Craze. I think Craze held on, because Craze got caught in the end, so I think they probably
The thing with Jack is you could tell what was what because they started coming up with slight changes to the label. And you could tell what were the first runs.
Correct.
For those eagle-eyed people, they could tell
that's right.
the OG ones, and then you could tell, this is the second batch because it's got different labels. So
exactly, and no one really knew what the fuck was going on.
No.
But that's what they used to do back in the early 2010s, man. They used to run the first few runs of subs, put fucking dodgy shit in there, because they knew the way that it works, especially in the US, is the FDA is reactive, not proactive. So until something happens, and by the time it's too late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
to answer the second part of your question, is the reformulated Jack is nothing like the original Jack.
No, nothing. But it's still a very good pre-workout.
So don't take that thing it's going to be like it was the small one. It's a completely different product.
Yeah. But Scott, honestly, man, I really like it. I do like the Jack 3D, and I've got very high expectations when it comes to pre-workouts. So my advice to you would be to hop online, get some, and enjoy. Tony Heron. Hey, big boys. Tony from the ADL. After 12 months of training, 6 months of consistent gains, followed by a 6-month plateau, I've decided to sign up with a reputable, experienced PT known to the TMJ fam as TJPRSR Fitness. It's Tim. And part of my new supplement plan has seen the introduction of testosterone support. I'm 44, never used one, but I have no doubt that this will be of great benefit to me. I just wanted to know what pros, cons, effects to expect. Also, is there a need to cycle on/off test support supplements? For the record, I'll be indulging in a tub of MTS Barracuda, seeing that core test is now MIA. Well, until next week. Thanks and stay massive. 44 years old, you're definitely going to
be
benefits from
especially at 44.
Support. Yeah.
I mean, the main pros you're going to see is increased energy levels, increased strength, and increased muscle mass.
Feeling of well-being at that at 44 as well. Yeah. You know, just a natural kick in testosterone is going to have a massive effect on feeling of well-being. Probably going to sleep better as well. I mean, there's so many benefits of
higher testosterone makes you feel $1 million.
Well, not necessarily higher testosterone, but having a positive testosterone to estrogen ratio, right? Which a natural test booster, you know, especially something like MTS Barracuda is going to give you. At your age, man, it would be right, and you know, I'm happy that Tim has put it in there, because for me, it would be right at the top of my required supplement list for a 44-year-old man, especially based on 12 months of training, 6 months of consistent, you know, you've reached a bit of a plateau now. Man, it's going to supercharge that shit.
It was like my dad, for example. I mean, he's 64 this year. Yeah, he's 64 this year, and the two
looks 44. I gotta say.
But the two subs I've got him on. Yeah. Once a month he comes in and picks them up. Right. Oh, and Whey Mocha. Yeah. I think it's fucking disgusting, but he loves it for some reason. He does love it. And Barracuda. Yeah. So they're the two products that he constantly uses. Yeah. And they're the two he trains, and he uses Barracuda even though he doesn't fucking work out, but he fucking loves that test booster.
Yola Fazari. Hey guys, how long do you suggest in weeks a cutting phase leading into a physique comp should be?
I mean, how long is a piece of string? Yeah. The thing is, it depends on your starting point. What's your percentage of body fat? How fat are you? Are you starting at 9% body fat? That way you can probably start a lot later than someone who's 25% and probably needs a 6-month prep. Yeah. There's a lot. Without you need to give us more information, man. Yeah. It's you can't. Like if someone like it's impossible for us to answer that question not knowing how old you are, what your current body composition looks like, what federation you want to compete in. There's so many variables. The thing, I mean, a lot of people you see is someone like Justin Wessels, for example, who stays pretty mint condition all year round. Yeah. And someone who's like Jake Nicolopoulos back in his heyday, where you used to have to come down from 25%. 147 kilos at 50% body fat. I mean, it depends on really your starting point. So, Chris Binkhorst, hey guys, it's Chris. A lot of questions from Brisbane. We almost have got 4 left. Was listening to the MJ podcast on the way to work and loving it. The episode on opportunity cost was great and got me thinking. Have you ever decided against an opportunity? Let's say to not work with a supplement company person or stock certain supplements for any reason where you knew they would sell well but didn't fit the MassiveJoes brand or lifestyle. Thanks. All the time. All the time. All the time. The other day is there's a lot of like supplements we haven't stocked. Yeah. I mean, I've got probably 2 things. Yeah. Something like Psalms. Yeah. Which was a big hit. Oh. And every man and his dog were doing it. We could have easily put it on our website. We got hit up weekly, daily to be a stockist of Psalms. We could not. The thing is, man, is when all said and done, your integrity and your ethics and your reputation is all that you have left. And for us to go and do that, we could have made a fuck ton of cash selling Psalms. I'm talking revenue, because the GPs on Psalms were ridiculous. I'm talking profit, I'm talking like a lot of cash. And we decided not to because of the effect, the long-lasting effect it would have on reputation, ethics, and integrity. And we could not reconcile that. But that's a great example. So I don't know if you want to go into it, but stuff like the apparel thing we were going to do. Yep, 100%. We're going to do a thing with apparel, and we decided against it. We decided we'd sit on it, and now I think we're both glad, that we didn't go that route or didn't follow up on that. There's just a lot of things, that we've looked into, and it's almost ready to pull the trigger, and just something doesn't feel right.
It just doesn't feel right, man.
Haven't done it, and that's.
And Chris, we discussed this in that episode of the podcast, the opportunity cost. What was that, episode 8? Was that episode 7 or 8? Yeah. I said in that podcast, I said the opportunities that you say no to are even more important than the ones that you say yes to. And I firmly believe that. And we say no to a lot of opportunities. And those decisions probably have a bigger long-term effect on reputation, integrity, and ethics than the ones we say yes to, really. So to answer your question all the fucking time. Jared Hobson, hey guys, you've probably already been asked this a million times, but how did you guys meet? And have you ever thought that the roles could have possibly been reversed, aka Team Massive Neves or Team Massive Steves? Wouldn't have been Steves, definitely Neves.
Would have been, yeah.
P.S. Will you guys be at the Sydney Expo this year?
So I started off as a supplement consumer, and then I used to use a Cytosport Cyto Gainer.
Oh, good times.
Fucking delicious.
Muscle Milk, remember?
Muscle Milk, those kind of things. And Joe had MassiveJoes eBay store and was a very big, the biggest player on eBay, I'd say. And he was in Adelaide, used to order it next day delivery, just such as we still do. But and so I used to buy my bags of Cytosport, Cyto Gainer, and a few things like that. Mainly because I was sick of going to supplement stores a lot of the time, because I was a landscaper, I was driving around a lot. So that was the thing, is if I drove past the shop, I'd pull in there and fuck. But I got sick of them never having what I wanted, or them being out of stock or whatever. So I ended up just buying off Joe off the eBay store, and then was at a crossroads. What do I want to do with my job? Left my job. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I thought I enjoy subs, and my mates, because I was one of really the only guys who was using subs out of my mates and people at school and stuff. There's a lot of guys used to, what do you reckon? And then there was a few websites. There was that one that out of Elizabeth that used to sell. There was a website that used to buy like 3 fucking Hemorrhages for $60, and I used to do them and sell it to my mates, buy them for $20 each and some for $60 each and stuff like that. So that's what I used to do, and then went to go buy a sups off Joe eventually, because I did powerlifting meet. I met you at the powerlifting meet in person.
It was the Limbo
Gym deadlift comp.
Fundraising deadlift competition.
So did that, and then met Joe, and then Joe said, if you wanted to buy some more subs, I said, right. And then, started buying a few subs, mainly amino energy and those kind of things off you. And then the warehouse position became available, applied for the warehouse position, got the warehouse job. That was the end of that.
And boom. That's how it all started, man.
Would the roles have been reversed? No, because Joe was already too far advanced. And I think Joe's always been entrepreneurial, so I don't think you could have worked for anyone else.
I did.
Yeah, but you didn't. You hated it.
Oh, Yeah, you're probably right.
But in the position I was at in my life, I'm still not mature, but I was definitely not mature enough to be somebody's boss, and the roles would have never been reversed.
But now you're lots of people's bosses.
Yeah.
Boss.
But at that stage, it would have never been reversed.
Yeah. Neve, I feel like the ducks are in a row this week because we've got 2 more questions. And the second to last is going back to the Buff Bobcat, Pierre. And the last is going back to, wait for it, you're going to have to fucking stand up, stomp your feet, light a match for this motherfucker. Buddy Ong! He's back! All right, starting off with our good friend, Pierre, the Buff Bobcat. Ciao, fratelli di iron! Pierre from Chester, here in the UK, coming to you from Dubai as we speak. I'm so jealous of people that live in, you live in Europe, you fucking just go for a weekend trip to the Middle East.
Where is Dubai?
In the Middle East.
Where's that though?
United Arab Emirates.
Is it close to England?
It's like an 8-hour. Well, it depends which part. We go through there to get a body power, man. Stop in, Dubai or Abu Dhabi. And it's like 8 hours.
I didn't stop in Dubai. I stopped in
Abu Dhabi.
Did I?
Yeah.
Nah.
You don't even
I can't forget the fuck out.
Zero recollection. Finally, a trip abroad that's only holiday time. Good for you, Pierre. Happy to hear it.
I hope he's driving some Ferraris. Me and Pierre were talking about cars the other day.
Where?
I hope he's out there driving Ferraris and Lambos.
I'm sure he is. Well, he's fucking...
They've got that Ferrari park.
Italian.
They've got that Ferrari park.
In Dubai.
Yeah.
My question this week, as you know, I'm a big fan of...
You drive Ferraris around the racetrack.
Yeah, I know. Of the Team MassiveJoes extended hypertrophy training style. I always go ham for best results, but one element of extended hypertrophy makes me doubt that I'm getting some getting the best results. Sometimes on the rest, pause, and double drop sets, that's the second to last and the last working set of the 5 working sets, I get 3 or 4 reps. I know this encourages more strength than hypertrophy, but combined with short pause or double drop, does it still get the desired effect of muscle gain? E.g., I might have pressed the 40s for set 3 of incline chest press, 8 to 9 reps. But then I grab the 42s for set 4, the rest pause, and only manage 4 reps. I'll count to 10 and bang out another 2. Is this wise, or should I keep the 40s for set number 4? I know it's nitpicking, but I feel like a dilemma between waiting a bit longer or jumping into the deep end and attacking those heavier weights so I can hopefully get 6 reps next time. Hope that makes sense. Sorry for the long ass questions this week. Be kind. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Pierre. How's that?
Birthday.
Fucking birthday. Fucking goes to Dubai.
Oh, fuck.
What a legend. Peace out. Stay massive, Pierre.
I think the 42s for 4 is probably too heavy.
Too heavy. Yeah.
So yeah.
Right.
I'd be looking at like try and build up your 40s. You're saying for 3 sets of incline.
No, so he's done.
Yeah, for 3
so
sets.
So for those of you who
reps.
are unaware, Team MassiveJoes extended hypertrophy, 5 working sets. The first working set, you want to use a weight that makes you fail around 15 reps. Then the second set, you want to increase the weight so that you fail at usually between like 10 to 15. Then the third, you increase it so that you fail between 8 to 10, which is what Pierre said. He's used the 40s on the third set and failed 8 to 9 reps. The fourth set, you want to use a weight that allows you to fail at about 8, and then you want to rest, pause, and get another 3-4 reps. And then the fifth set, you want to use a weight that's going to have you fail between 4 to 6, drop at 25%, hit another 4 to 6, drop at another 25%, hit another 4 to 6. So I think like that set 3 that Pierre's talking about, he's grabbed the 40s, and he's got 8 to 9 reps, probably also a little bit too heavy. Like I'd like to see maybe go like the 37.5s and get like 10 or more reps. And then use the 40s for that fourth set, because then you can get like 8, 9, rest, pause, chase another 3 or 4. And then maybe go up again for that last set where you can get like the 4 to 6 reps with the double drop set.
The thing I find as well is if I go like 35 and then go 40, 40, 40,
yeah,
and then try and go 42.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get as many reps on the 42 on that fifth set.
Of course.
But if you did the 40, if you didn't do 40, 40, 40 for 8 to 9 for 3 reps, 3 sets, or whatever. Yeah. Then on that fourth set, trying to go up a little bit, you'd get a few more reps on that one as well. So
yeah,
it's just you're obviously pre-fatiguing.
And this is the nature of Team MassiveJoes extended hypertrophy is it's a lot of volume. Like by the time you get to the 4th and 5th working set on a particular exercise, you've done most work than most people would normally do for that exercise. You've done 3 working sets, all above 10 reps. So you have to kind of keep that in mind, is that you are going, by the time you get to set 4 and 5 of a particular exercise, you are going to be fatigued, for sure. But what's most important, Pierre, don't worry about the weight, man. The weight doesn't make a fucking difference. What matters is at what rep range you're causing muscular failure. That's extended hypertrophy is designed so that you're failing at the high rep range, the middle rep range, and then the low rep range, and using intensifying techniques to extend that low rep range out, hence extended hypertrophy, to allow you to get more work done with a working muscle. So the actual weight is not of concern. It's how much weight are you using to cause muscular failure within a particular rep range. Okay? And Neve hates it. Too much volume for Neve. It is. You're always complaining.
I've never really understood what it was. I've never really researched it.
Yeah. Last question. He's back for 2019. It's, of course, Dr. Barney Ong. Fellas, it has been a while. Please excuse my extended absence. Barney, mate, you are excused. Happy New Year, and I hope all is forgiven. Happy New Year to you as well, Barney. My first question for 2019. As we all know, during summer/Christmas, we have family barbecues, etc., etc. With my family members or family friends who may not know firsthand what you do, what's their first assumption/question upon hearing you are in the fitness industry? Cheers, brothers. Good to be back. Are you taking steroids? That's a common one. Or it depends. Like, it depends. He's talking about family members who may not know firsthand what you do. So you're probably talking like second cousins, third cousins, maybe aunties and uncles, one removed that you haven't seen for a while. I mean, what do they ask you?
I find the thing, like, I just want to, like, my family members.
Yeah.
The thing with, like, my family is they're probably the most understanding group of people you could ever meet in terms of any aspect of life.
Yeah.
So I think I'm very lucky in that regard that if I say I'm not, like when times in prior when I say I'm dieting or whatever, or my grandma will make a fucking second meal for myself.
Yeah.
That's just the kind of family my family is. Yeah. Even though these days I'm not strict on my diet. Yeah. If it's a family thing, I just take the time out to enjoy it with my family. Yeah.
I think though Barney's asking like.
No. I'm telling. I know, but I'm just saying.
Like more extended.
I know, but I'm just saying. But I think that like I'm very lucky in the regard for my family members. That they don't question it or anything like that. Yeah. If there's people that I speak to who meet and they ask what I do, not just family members, but just random people who ask what I do, I'll say, I work for MassiveJoes, which is we sell sports supplements. Yeah. And then in my head, I'm thinking people don't know what the fuck sports supplements are. Yeah. So I say, I sell protein powder. Yeah. And I just fucking dumb it down. Yeah. I say, I sell protein powder. Yeah. And I'll leave it at that.
I think like with mine, Barney, I guess I'm kind of, it came up in the office just before, is like, most of, even my extended family, who I don't see very often, kind of know what I do anyway. So, and we were just talking just before, I got like a cousin, I didn't even fucking know who.
Don't say it on video.
No, I'm not going to say it on video, but it's like my dad's cousin's son. Yeah. So like I would see this guy maybe once a year tops. And like even he knows what I do. He knows about the MassiveJoes and whatnot, especially here in Adelaide, you kind of know. So I don't really like have,
especially now. I think now I don't have it because I don't have an extended. I've got a very small, tight knit family. Yeah. So I mean, I don't really have that issue. But that's one thing I think I just want to add to this point from Barney though.
What's that?
Is I think that if you're there with your family, you should make the most. Obviously, there's times when you're competing or you're a few weeks out or whatever. But I think when you're with your family, it's a good time just to like sit back and enjoy the time with your family and enjoy the food.
Be present a little bit.
And have that glass of wine and those kind of things, if that is what you like. But those kind of things, I think, and a lot of the time, I didn't do that when I was in that bodybuilding mindset that I think we've all been in. Yeah. And you look back and you don't fucking remember those family events that you sat there and remember that nice family event we had where I sat there and ate fucking chicken and broccoli while my family had that delicious pork roast. Yeah. You remember the times. You remember the fun times you had and those meals you had, or enjoying that bottle of Grange.
I think like the other thing as well is it's changed so significantly over probably the last 5 years. Really, like I think 5 years ago, the fact that you were obviously into bodybuilding and bigger and cared about what you ate and whatnot, it was kind of like weird. Yeah. But now it's definitely much more accepted. Yeah. Like the fitness, like the whole fitness thing is much more accepted. And the people are much more aware of it as well. Like I think back to 5+ years ago, I get all sorts of questions like it was fucking weird. Yeah. Like why I don't know.
I think everyone's gonna have those things. Like my mum says all to me like, why don't you just have the night off? Yeah. Mum, shut up. Pauline, please.
Pauline, please. Big Nevos. Do you have anything else you'd like to add? I feel so good that Barney's back. Yeah. I feel completed. What's that movie? You Complete Me? The Tom Cruise one? Renee Zellweger, what's that shit called? The fucking, show me the money. Fuck, what is it? Why can't I? Where's JB when you need him?
What was that one she was in?
Anyway, I feel like Barney completes me. That's what I'm trying to say. You guys let us know what the title of that movie is. I'm pulling up blanks.
Isn't that Jones's Diary? What's her name?
No, Bridget Jones's Diary. No. Anyway, Barney completes me. I feel complete. I'm going to have a good fucking week now. Yeah. Let's get that question from Barney on. Do you have anything else you'd like to add before I tell the viewers to hit the subscribe button? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. Until next week, where we come to and from Big Neve.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.
Thank you for tuning into this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.